The Secret War of Tesla and Edison. That's one of the most fascinating real historical periods in human innovation, late 19th to early 20th century America, where science, ego, capitalism, and mystery collided. We'll build this as a historical techno-thriller, blending authentic historical facts with hidden inventions, espionage, and lost technologies. Everything will stay plausible and research-based, but still astonishing enough to make readers say, "Could this have really happened?" Here's how the story will unfold. No need to confirm, just for your sense of direction. Part 1. Sparks in the Storm, 1884 to 1893. Tesla's arrival in America and the beginning of the War of Currents. Part 2. The Black Vault, 1893 to 1905. Secret inventions, government interest, and Edison's dark experiments. Part 3. The Death Ray, 1905 to 1917. Tesla's lost weapon and the first global intelligence war. Part 4. The Forgotten Blueprint, 1943 to present. Modern rediscovery of the Philadelphia Project. Now, let's begin. The Secret War of Tesla and Edison, the Man Who Spoke to Lightning. New York City, 1943. The New Yorker Hotel. The old man hadn't left his room in 10 days. Room 3327 was a fortress of silence, its curtains drawn tight, air heavy with ozone, and the faint hum of electricity. On the table sat a collection of papers, half-burned, covered in spidery handwriting and strange diagrams, circles, spirals, and impossible geometries that seemed alive in the candlelight. Nikola Tesla leaned over them, his trembling hand gripping a pencil like a weapon. His hair, once jet black, now glowed white beneath the flickering bulb overhead. He hadn't eaten. He hadn't slept. Somewhere between the crackle of the radio and the storm outside, he was waiting. He looked up suddenly, eyes catching the reflection of a lightning flash that tore across the sky. "They've found me," he whispered. A knock came at the door. Tesla's heart jumped. He reached beneath the desk, pulled out a small metal case, the last of his inventions, and flipped open the latch. Inside lay a crystalline sphere, pulsing faintly with blue light. The knock came again, sharper. "Mr. Tesla," a man's voice said, calm but firm, "we need to speak to you about your project." Tesla smiled thinly. "Project? You mean the weapon that can split the earth?" The doorknob turned slowly. He touched the sphere. The room began to hum. The bulb above burst with a snap. Then came a blinding flash and silence. When the hotel staff finally broke down the door the next morning, Tesla was dead. His notebooks were gone. Officially, it was heart failure. Unofficially, it was the beginning of the most secret war in American history.
Chapter 1. The Apprentice of Lightning. New York, 1884. The harbor reeked of coal smoke and salt water as Nikola Tesla stepped off the ship Saturnia and into the chaos of New York City. He had 4 cents in his pocket, a head full of dreams, and the letter of introduction to Thomas Alva Edison, America's Wizard of Menlo Park. The streets were loud with horses, vendors, and the cries of newsboys shouting headlines about electricity lighting up the future. Tesla tilted his head toward the skyline, where a few buildings flickered with the new incandescent bulbs, Edison's bulbs. The sight should have inspired him. Instead, it made him clench his fists. He had come to America to work for Edison. But one day he knew he would have to defeat him. Edison's workshop was everything Tesla had imagined. Rows of machines, copper coils, glass tubes glowing faintly with filaments. The man himself stood at the center, sleeves rolled up, face smudged with soot and genius. When Tesla entered, Edison barely looked up. "You're the foreigner," Edison said, "the one who talks about lightning and wires. I speak of alternating currents, a flow that reverses direction, more efficient, less waste." Edison laughed. "Ha ha, less waste. AC's a pipe dream. Direct current is the future, clean, controllable, safe." Tesla smiled faintly. "Safety," he said, "depends on who is holding the wire." For a long moment, Edison just stared at him. Then he grinned. "All right, Mr. Tesla, show me your miracles."